FaZe Clan just dropped a video. 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. What is harder? Come on. Let's see. I don't know why, chat, but I think that I'm gonna have fun in this debate. Like, deadass. I'm gonna really have fun watching that motherfucker. Damn, 174,000 views in one day? That's
like your mom like that, dude.
That's kind of weird.
Right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so...
So it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is dangerous.
You would have to go to work.
And
Went to school and still...
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare
Chat.
spare
Debate is
time.
gonna be fun. Streamers versus 9 to 5 workers. Come on. FaZe Clan. 5
What's up? How's it
minutes.
going?
Same old different day.
Male carrier.
Alright, so my argument here...
Lacey has culturative as a sustainable multi-platform audience with nearly 1.5 million Twitch followers, with over 1 million followers on Instagram, with 2.3 million TikTok followers, and approximately 217,000 on X. He joined FaZe Clan in May 2024, quickly
streaming and social media
streaming.
creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder.
Wait, let me give y'all my opinion first, and I want y'all chat right now to give me y'all opinion, okay? I actually think that 9 to 5 is... I think streaming is harder, because... I'm gonna be dead eye, not because I'm a streamer and I'm trying to... No, I think streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 job. Although that you don't have a boss over your head telling you what to do and like that, but you have to deal with some things that you don't have to blame anybody for except yourself. Like, if you did a mistake, you can't blame your boss for that thing. You have nobody to blame that thing for except yourself. Like, dead ass, okay? And the bad thing with also streaming on content creation, YouTube in general, is that maybe a month, boom, you might get you might get 6 figures. Next month you're getting maybe 4 figures, maybe 3 figures. You know, like, you never know. You feel me? Because I also think that I actually think that streaming is harder, way harder.
Homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch.
No,
that's right.
When you're a mail carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Bullshit.
people critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought we
You
have.
guys got it made, man.
That's right.
I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like y'all.
We don't have to
I
go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
what's the next
And you also listen. I forgot to also say that thing. If you're also a streamer, you have to make some sacrifices that some people who work 9 to 5 would never understand. Like, the sacrifices that I'm taking myself as an example. I'm right now taking a sacrifice. I'm not going for college. I'm taking a year off. I'm not going to college. Why? Because I'm gonna sacrifice my lifestyle. I'm gonna sacrifice my entire life for this year, so I can put my dedication into YouTube and streaming for it to hopefully work out. And if it doesn't work out, I'm done. Right now, I'm taking a sacrifice. Feel me?
next trend? What's the next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day.
God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
high energy,
I
24/7.
wish I could be at home like you and kick back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
Yeah, that's right.
steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
No, it's wrong.
I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
got to work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
just
get paid
to
either.
accumulate.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. We have to create.
Wait, so are these streamers? I don't know, who are these? That's Rhino. No, that's not right.
Content.
Oh no!
Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh,
Swag,
hey guys,
adapt,
how's it
racing,
going?
lazy.
You guys like this stream?
That's
Who else
me
on team?
24/7.
I think I
I'd
saw
rather do that.
Ron
Why don't you
also.
become a streamer?
Man,
Silky.
that's what I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy.
That's
They want to
right.
put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
What?
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
At least they're being real, chat.
So you raise your flag, is there?
Ex-chef.
Yeah, because I
Sarah.
was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
what for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta grind.
you have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do if you lost
Oh,
all your
no.
YouTubers?
Oh, that hurts.
Nothing. No one
Oh, my
watched
God.
you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh my god.
If
Oh
I
my
did
God.
lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so
Now that's a smart idea, and I heard that idea first time was from Brian Rugg. Is that I actually got this idea on my mind that I didn't had when I first started YouTube and do these things. What will happen if YouTube suddenly shuts down or streaming it fell off on that shit? Feel me? What would I do? I would have nothing to do. But actually, I saw Facebook having this idea. I said, fuck it, let me do like him. You know, you be making money out of YouTube and streaming, you know, why not put that money into some stuff that's gonna get you back some money, such as I don't know, like a motherfucking like a real estate shit, or a business, or a store, or a barbershop, or a restaurant, or a fucking service, or a company, or an online business, or anything that's gonna get you money that's gonna guarantee you a secondary source of income other than content creation. Feel me?
So then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would
You're gonna have to go to work if you're dumb with your money and you keep spending your money on dumb shit and not investing it. You're gonna have to go to work if streaming, boom, shut down.
think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn
Yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to
proving
turn
my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people.
Why is
lined
he
up. You could
laughing?
Cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that
I
security.
was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I
A
see
lot
red
of flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight yo, Lacey. It's the truth.
Oh, who's this?
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find.
Joey Star 80. What?
Wait. I want to keep listening to Adapt's shit because I don't know. I think it's cool. I
Find
want
the
to
4 Loco cans. I gotta make sure, I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse.
Registered
from the
nurse.
South.
Nice to meet you.
From
Ron.
Okay.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing.
Okay.
But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, A 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
You get spoiled.
Oh.
No.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled that your mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving you.
Rhonda,
Rhonda.
question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you
Rhonda?
ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
She doesn't
days
know.
straight.
He doesn't know what
24
subathon is.
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all streamed for
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3,
What?
2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
Wow. Okay. Watch this lady in the back laughing. There's nothing funny. He's saying the
You're
truth,
a
chat.
registered
To
nurse.
have-
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a
you
3-minute ad?
pass trays, you're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Oh
Now,
my God, that's right.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Lacey knows so well about the fake relationships, chat.
Think about this. Imagine.
I'm sorry,
every
I
little
swear I'm
person
joking, I
calls
swear I'm joking.
parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging
I got
you
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said
Exactly.
you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, bro.
Oh, hell no.
The
We're
Hell
saving
no.
thousands, you're saving one.
Facts run. Facts run. That's a fact. Alright, who's this nigga?
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yeah.
NA. What the fuck does NA mean? Is N? Where's the slash? No. I think it's that. NA. No. Huh? Eligible disabled list offers. I don't know what that means, chat.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad.
Okay, W glazing. Why are these elders glazing this man? Bro, this nigga trying to be different. I swear, this
They
nigga trying to be
wouldn't have any
different.
work if it wasn't for us, though.
Oh my God, Ron is cooking. Ron is cooking.
I would even
Oh
go
my
as
God.
far to say, as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9 to 5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time.
What is fun? Nigga, what is funny?
Nah, she's making me mad.
Nothing is funny,
I
bro.
actually feel like they're wrong.
Ron, Ronaldo streamer, phrase Ronaldo streamer are highly efficient and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with fans. Known for his humor and loud personality. Who is that? Okay, I'm sorry. He keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips on Twitch. He puts out real followers, averages to 23,000 viewers per month. W stable in chat. W stable in chat. W stable in chat. Unk.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is?
Bro, what the fuck is that NA, nigga? What the fuck? Why? Both these niggas got NA. What the
Not
fuck?
harder
Bro,
than
what is
you
NA?
think.
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah, that's right.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Well, actually, yeah, I don't even know why I said no. It makes it easier for you because you're guaranteed every day you're gonna show up to your work. You're gonna know that. Wait, hold on. You're gonna guarantee that your job is gonna pay you, okay? It's gonna pay you money. You're gonna guarantee that your job is gonna pay you, even if you didn't, you know, show up. Ask me why. Ask a nigga why. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Okay, wait, I was texting my mom. I swear, I don't even know what the fuck did I say. Okay, let me start all over again. You're in a job, okay? I'm in a job. I'm working in a job, and I show up every day. I'm guaranteed to get my paycheck at the end of the month, okay? I'm guaranteed because I'm showing up every day. But if I'm a streamer and suddenly today I'm having 10,000 viewers, okay? I'm gonna talk my perspective. Let's say that today I'm having 100 viewers or maybe 50 viewers. That's my top, and maybe I earned maybe $20, okay? Tomorrow I'm gonna stream tomorrow, and I'm gonna get nothing. Although that I showed up, I showed the same effort, but I'm not gonna have the same thing, and maybe I'm gonna earn nothing. So that's not the same thing.
Talk about raises.
Makes it easier for 9 to 5 people to have a job because their pay is guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
so you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge.
right.
You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to
Facts.
you, a job
Facts.
is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one
nine to-
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker,
Okay.
working at a job like Panera, or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to
That's
stay
right.
relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking
what-
about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
you started
even.
with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So
He's
why don't you
debating.
answer my question?
Exactly.
No, you
No, he
100%
is.
are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's-
That's, oh my god, same. I swear, I've been doing content creation and streaming for about
Like
content creation maybe I would say for YouTube maybe for about, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I would say 5 years. I haven't got paid shit from YouTube. And streaming, I've been streaming for about 3 years, still didn't get shit.
Activity. You need to.
So
get
I'm literally working 5 years for nothing.
out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that you're
Absolutely, yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word
Yes.
hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense
hard
of everyday
physically,
activity,
there's
because some
hard-
people around
Yes.
you said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with
You-
millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
No,
your
no, no,
customers
no,
and
no.
you're not
That's not
dealing
true
with-
at
No,
all.
you're
I have an
yourself.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
if the
Exactly.
work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift
Yeah.
and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking.
Bro, I swear these people or these 9 to 5 workers don't understand shit. Not like, I swear.
Typing and shitting and
Most of
eating
the
all
things that they're saying
stuff
doesn't even
that
make
everybody's
sense.
watching you do. Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
See? He knew that he's.
So I'm
he's
Angelina,
just
and
yapping.
I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. I know. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right. We good though. We good.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and go to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long
berated.
have you been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young. And
I don't even have 10,000 followers at any of my
working with
platforms.
different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just like an answer.
That's right.
So you were saying like to go back to the beginning. You were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off completely.
about to
About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system.
What kind of hairstyle
I
is
moved
that?
across the country from my parents. at
What's
the age
that,
of
bro?
19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
savings,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every month.
I was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
So
Why
I have
is she
a question.
laughing?
You
For real?
said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege? For you?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16,
Oh,
I
he
would hope
was
I
young.
have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's a
to
whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of
That's a
people
whole
don't
different
have
situation.
houses
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or
But
accept
that's a whole
them
different conversation. What does
For
that do
real.
with the 9 to 5?
because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
opportunity- I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privilege?
That's privilege. That
I mean,
is.
we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got
Exactly,
paid
I
the
love
same
that.
every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not
not.
secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings,
Content creation isn't
to have an
secure.
audience. And even if you
At
do lose
all,
all
it
your
isn't secure.
followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
That's not how it
There's
works.
literally
Rachel.
doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So were
school.
we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
How you doing, bro? Good, how you doing?
Streamer University.
How we doing?
It's
doing
true.
good. So first of all, I want to
It's
say I do
true,
respect
it's
all of you
true.
for what you do. I mean, you guys do work.
I'll follow this
but
guy.
You do not work as hard as people who have a regular
See,
job.
bro, like,
I mean,
I was
I do know
respecting
it for
you,
sure.
but-
It's very clear. People have to.
Okay, at
wake
least it's
up
being
and do
grilled,
their
not like
routine
the other.
over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And
Hey, chat, I think this guy is gonna start spitting. I don't know why, but I think he's gonna start spitting. But still, that doesn't change the fact that the streamer is harder than a 9 to 5 job.
They lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of
I think Adab's gonna start spitting because this nigga Adab has been relevant and in his prime for decades. Okay, I can tell Adab's right now gonna start spitting. Hear him out.
people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay.
and years and
Okay.
years and hours of
Okay.
trust
All right.
and communication
Facts.
and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look, the
you
things-
don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2
Of
million
course not.
subscribers, 3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not.
Yeah.
It takes work for sure.
I really love that
But
he's
like what you guys are talking about in
understanding
terms
what
of
he's
like
saying.
the
I
toll
really
it
love
takes
this
on
guy.
you. A large part of it, and let me tell you something. I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever. But at the same time, like. You're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time.
That's
No
wrong.
matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
Right,
You
you're right.
already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to
Every
the same
year.
students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick show.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people
See, I'm
helping
telling you,
you?
I think it's in his prom.
People helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
Yeah, all of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in
exist,
the
it
first
didn't exist. You couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just
a,
talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on, then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I
Yeah,
also
I
had
have
to
a
spend
campus to
years
teach.
earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to
I'm
get paid
Riz.
to play video games. This is okay. We understand.
Okay, I don't know why, but I thought he was gonna cook. This guy.
Vicky,
I don't know
and
why, but he didn't
my
cook. W
was
adapt.
coming from a
Vicky, hair and makeup artist.
physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys just this is
I
this
know
is
how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
So-
Very different.
So wait.
Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You
Okay.
never sit down.
I hear you, I
You're
hear you.
breathing
Built a
in.
house.
Why is she talking like that? It's like he doesn't want to hear her, bro. Bro, like, listen, let's listen to what she's gonna say.
Breathing in
'Cause
toxic
I might give
chemicals
a
all
point.
day.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your
just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your thing
physically
is
taxing.
Bro,
You're
let her-
just talking into a
Let
microphone.
that talk.
So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get that.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller
Facts.
and make a 200K montage. You can't.
That's right.
Come
Cook them in death. Cook them.
None of you could physically
and you have
go
to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
taking them 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No, no.
all of the
Wait,
things
wait.
that you
Stop.
use?
No.
Wait,
Listen,
You have to
Pumpkin
clean
and
all
other
of
platforms.
your
Have you never
gear.
heard
You
of
don't know
that
about
thing?
dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is fucked.
I heard of it, but I never
Underlying
experienced it.
argument here is
Because I use Premiere.
what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think
How many
any of you
hours
guys ever
a
do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day to
however
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
Okay.
In
12
total.
hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And
Nope,
that clip
he
is-
said whatever
He
hours you
carries a
want. Why are
Barrett
you saying
50
12?
cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the
laughing,
right
he's
spot,
not trolling.
throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick trip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
That's right. That's right. What is funny?
They're laughing, but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted his
him.
thought.
Well, I think I saw that clip. Wait, hold on. Pumpkin. I think I saw that motherfucker on TikTok. But did I write pumpkin right? Oh no. Wait, let's watch that motherfucker. Wait, hold on.
Fuck did you quote my thoughts when I walked by, you faggot? No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Get fucked. Get fucked. How about I throw all these stupid fucking things out and go fuck you.
Damn. Well, for Silky Silk is a high energy hour streamer and GTA 5 streamer known for reactive, interactive and streams. Alongside other Phase members on Twitch, has around 866 followers, averages roughly 8,000 to 222,000 views per stream. During events like Subathon and peaked out at 60,000 in peak moments. God damn, W Silky in the chat. W Silky in the chat. He's doing too much, but W.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with
As librarian, okay.
children.
So she was a
I have
librarian.
been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't
Okay.
think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we
know how
do.
many-
So what are we doing right now?
Interactive?
What are we doing right now?
You're
Oh,
you're
that's
doing
right.
it now because we're doing a video.
Wait,
So-
isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch the video who
Yes.
save lives every day.
Yes.
Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out into the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
I feel like this debate,
message way over
debating with her is going to be really hard. Good luck,
In the
Silky.
morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
okay. Now,
What kind of shit's going on?
That's wrong.
you go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You
What do you mean?
chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's
do
what's
what you
happening
do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you're dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect.
I told y'all, debating with her is
Hey,
going to be really
Amsterdam.
hard.
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I watch.
So do
music.
you
I
ever,
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course, I
So
laugh.
then they
Work.
interact.
That's entertainment.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like,
coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is
I got a
fake.
banger right now.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer you
Exactly.
because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
but go ahead.
Right after this. Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right,
Yeah.
come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
That's
The difference
exactly.
with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Same with
you
them,
just like
maybe.
wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
So it's easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, "Oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you, you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel.
Yep.
That's I've
Same.
had come up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Have kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
Debating with her is hard as fuck. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest, y'all.
I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Restaurant server.
Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. bro.
First thing I'm going to say is nobody's going to say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you going to disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're going to disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Because
honestly.
she works two of them.
Okay,
She works
How's
at
that
two
rude?
hospitals.
let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't
can
even
tell.
get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. Because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. I gotta get judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah,
Whoa, come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Come on.
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
John is decent.
Okay, so look, right?
It is.
jealous
He
of a
sounds
harder
like he's
job.
jealous.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He
That
tell.
was sarcasm.
He said
You
it.
didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No,
hear
no, no. Listen. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No, let him.
Wait.
I gotta deal with thousands
Why are they
of
putting the
them.
red flag? They have no idea what the red flag means.
No. Let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait,
No.
you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right?
Okay.
Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He's got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So
Yeah.
you
There's,
don't-
you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit off your face. Cool.
Silky got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I can just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right?
Okay.
After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we could just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably
That's
by
right.
8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know? You know what's crazy?
My mind is-
8, 9 p.m. for him. Oh, I did my work.
He already did my ear.
I did my
Exactly.
work. today.
I done with my work. Let me go home, sit on the couch, eat some Cheetos, and watch a movie.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but
No.
do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope. Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out
It
of
says.
here. He has no social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Wait, what she want?
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What is funny?
I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Superhero Kevin said today, W Silky Jason. Jason is a fast rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content. Comedic, did I say it right? Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he amassed around 1.4 million Twitch followers, beat at 100,000 subs during a subathon, and was briefly the second most Twitch streamer, most subscribed Twitch streamer on Twitch. Same shit. Jason. Oh, Papa Redo.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Look great. Again?
That's right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
You fucked us, bro. Jackson, you fucked us up, bro.
No. I believe.
I think streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
Nah, I loved her.
My
She was
question,
funny.
Her,
What?
you're laughing.
My question
Bro,
again. My
that's fucked
question,
up. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. That's fucked
If
up.
you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you
Absolutely.
love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide. I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to do.
so you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day.
I agree.
95%, maybe
But
1, 2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that
That
your
was his-
choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my
Basically.
point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than
that-
95. That's the point.
You gave up your girlfriend for streaming. Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
You gotta make a sacrifice to your life. And that's one of the sacrifices.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
freak? Something that I'm passionate about in motion. I pick motion.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa?
Lala Costa?
Thank you.
He's an attorney.
I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What?
Aww.
Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it? Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if
Baby,
thousands of you
Honey.
stop watching.
Oh, fuck.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network.
Oh. The WL Rage bitch, huh?
It's
And
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
It's
gone.
Stop. Would you come up with a different brand?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
I thought it's still going. I think they're still going, chat. Are y'all sure that it's still swag? It's September 2022. It's September
Stop. Would
2022.
you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Swag in September 2022. Swag signed an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first FaZe Clan member to do so. During his tour on YouTube, Swag achieved significant milestones, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke Squad members. W Nuke Squad, bro. I really miss that, bro. I used to watch them a lot, but. He broke into the top 250 of Warzone 3 ranks. His clinched a pivotal victory in the WSOW qualifier, secured him $1 million purse with his loadout surgery. Strategy, my bad.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people like you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
hold on. But specifically what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like. The
So you
game.
were sitting at home and you think, what am I going to do with my life? While
Swag's
you-
glove is crazy.
I was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel like they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
of his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got
Is
four.
it?
I got
No,
fourth
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
like-
you're
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a
worked.
talent. They have
They
a
work-
talent.
they had a
but
team.
it's-
So what
you
do
know
you
how
do?
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just
No.
said.
What he did to
I
get to
said
where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was. You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Huh?
Why are they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on it.
if that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent, and I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck.
No,
I
it's
just
not
saw an
luck.
opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Bro.
Mission a dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many
They
hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So
Me? I would say maybe me about 8 hours back then.
I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school.
COD,
Bus would come at
Fortnite,
7.
GTA,
I go to
oh
home,
my God.
come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something,
maybe.
it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think you don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
Ooh, that's yeah. It's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could
I
never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You
shit.
come from a generation where this didn't exist. This career, you looked at this career and you laughed. Now,
Yeah, wow.
how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know
Why
if
red
you'll ever
flags?
be able to wrap your head around.
Oh.
And it's fun. But it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fine.
back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice.
Oh, where's Lacey? Where's Lacey, nigga?
What's up? My name's Ronnie.
You were talking
I
about
haven't seen
job
this thing in a
security.
minute.
Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you
No.
can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's
Oh, and-
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my
I uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and, didn't get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job?
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
No.
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at
Wait,
your
he's
job.
waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I
nine
go
to
like this. I
five.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
Ooh,
sorry,
but people
my
play.
next.
Millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what?
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, Go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament
You
and
could
win
never.
it.
You couldn't
win
win it.
it.
You couldn't. You couldn't.
Perhaps.
You wouldn't even. You couldn't. You couldn't.
You
You
wouldn't
couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even
qualify?
find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work
You wouldn't even know how to get the stream key from the Switch.
for it, but
So like,
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it,
I know.
but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I
easy.
didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
hone and
how do you
can
know
master.
if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
That's
no,
not
not a
professional
professional
level.
level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, so but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
does-
do you know?
what
But how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
so
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also put. I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what- No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But if I
Exactly,
want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet? Well, you can do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly.
They're just talking game.
These
As
refreshes
a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as
can't.
me?
if I
No.
wanted to, I would.
Fuck no.
So let's
Nah,
pay
nah.
for her,
Let's
whatever
cap.
it is.
Okay,
Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how it goes.
See?
You
She
pay
can.
me
She
how
knows
I
she said she
am.
can. Each 9 to 5 worker will give their final thoughts of streamer is actually more difficult. I guarantee y'all, none of these 9 to 5 workers will say that streamer is harder. None of them are gonna say streaming is harder. None
I
of
would
them.
say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work.
W.
You got to be on.
Okay, I'll just change
It's
somebody's
difficult to
mindset.
answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So and technology is totally different now because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with chalk. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not. What we did was we just feel like what we did was harder, and that's what I think. So
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Listen, let's check out the comments. Yeah, I had to deal with chat spamming else. I don't think anybody. Lacey got a rage bait. Bro, the lady in the back not allowed to laugh at home. I swear she's we're saving thousands, you're saving one. It's absolutely diabolical. Adapt hit him with a I don't know if you've ever wrapped your head around it. 9 to 5 workers for 5 rich bait. Bro, listen. After watching the video, okay, all I'm gonna say is that none of these people know how hard it is to work as a streamer, okay? You don't even understand how hard it is to deal with people making fun of you, especially if you're in school. It's really hard for you to deal with niggas who make fun of whatever you do. It's really hard, and it might gotta make you stop what are you doing, which is streaming. It's really hard. My final debate, chat. Streaming is harder. Way levels. I don't care, guys. Give me what y'all think. What is harder, streaming or 9 to 5 jobs?